and welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you're good. I'm sitting on a really squeaky chair. First things first, if you're new here, then please go down below and hit the subscribe button because it literally, quite literally, means the world to me. Yes, you didn't see it wrong. I have got an orange and pink eye on. Yes, it's quite intense, but I was in the middle of a makeup look, right? And it's a spring summer makeup look. And then a certain someone arrived. We got a bit of a delivery. And I'm not gonna lie, right? Look how big this box is. Like, look how big this box is, right? And I kid you not, all that was in there was this tiny little box. Over dramatic or what? But anyway, this delivery is so exciting. Drum roll, please. It is the new Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint. She's gone and got her hands on it. When I saw that this product had been released, I was like, oh, I just need it in my life. I need to do a review because, especially with Hot Girl Summer pending, I feel like we all need a bit of a skin tint in our life. Skin tints are just my vibe, you know? They're just my vibe. And Fenty, I love you. Rihanna, I love you. And when are you going to release some music? That's what we all want to know, right? The first thing that I'm going to say about it is actually surprised me about how small it was. I don't know what I was expecting. I literally don't know what I was expecting because it was never going to be big, was it? Because it is only 32ml, which is the standard size for a foundation. I think it was the box made it look even smaller. So yeah, the first thing that caught me by surprise was the fact it's really small. Now let's talk about the packaging. I love it. I love it. It's really simple. Don't get me wrong. You know how I love aesthetic. You know how I love a bit of pink. You know how I love a bit of colour, evidently. So it is a bit like, oh, okay, that's it. But it goes with Fenty's branding beautifully. It was £25. I got this from Boots. And I'm not going to lie. I'm in between, right? I'm in between. Because I thought in my mind that it would be more expensive, especially because if you look at everyone else, all the other products from Fenty, they are generally on the higher end. So I did expect it to be more expensive, yes, but then £25, I mean, we're gonna see if it's worth it. We're gonna see if it's worth it. I think it's still expensive for how big it is. I just want to show you this. I've got a YouTube mug. I've got a YouTube mug. Cheers. Thank you, Abby Dixon, for this. For reference, the shade I got was the shade 2. Now, the reasoning for this shade was because I've previously had Fenty foundation, and hats off to the girl, hats off, because it was actually too pale for me, and I was taken aback. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably my least favourite foundation, high-end foundation that I've tried, mainly because it's so mattifying. I find it really drying and I'm such a dewy kind of skin person. So just to show you that this is the foundation, this is also 32ml, so actually I need to stop being so harsh because these have the same amount of ml in them, but it just looks tiny. That was the shade that I got in the Fenty prior. So obviously it's a bit tricky because at the moment you're just ordering them online, aren't you, and you're not being able to test them. So I got a slightly warmer shade, and I believe this is the neutral undertones one, so I'm just going to show you it next to one another. Actually, when I have tried it on my skin, it's a lot nicer, so you can see that this is a warmer shade, and this one just sat on my skin so white, like it was just so obvious. Stays on the back, light to medium coverage for all skin tones, blends and blurs, instant perfection, light as air. Now I like that sound of that. I like the sound of that. I think I'm going to use a brush to apply it just as I would, and I'm only going to do it on the first side of my face just so you can see the difference. At the moment I've got quite a few blemishes around my jawline, mainly because of the masks, but we won't even go into that because it's a never-ending thing. The applicator is a squeezy applicator, and I do really like that. I just feel like it gives you a lot more control than a pump as to how much product you do get out. And I'm just going to take my Raleigh London foundation brush. I'm going to get quite close and just start buffing that in. I'm wondering how buildable this skin tint is, whether it does build on top of each other. The first thing I'm noting is that it actually blends in really easily. I find with a lot of skin tints, when you're putting them on, you can kind of get streaks. I don't know if you know what I mean, but you get streaks of the product, whereas this is literally kind of just sinking into the skin, and I haven't really had to do anything. I'm actually instantly impressed with how it's blending. I'm just going to do, like I said, I'm just going to do this side for now, and then we'll match it up. It's definitely a medium coverage. I wouldn't say any more than that. Well, light to medium. But I'm wondering, like I said, if we build on top of it, could we get it to more full coverage zone? That's the question. The beautiful thing about skin tints, if you want a full coverage and you want kind of complete coverage, a skin tint isn't really for you. Yes, you can use a skin tint underneath foundation and that works amazingly, but on its own it's going to be kind of like more like a colour corrector. Oh my gosh, can you see that really nice little bit of dew that we've got going on? I actually can't believe that. I feel like with literally even just a couple of dabs from my brush, my skin just started to look so much more flawless and so much more even. That is actually crazy. Let's go match it up with the other side. Okay, I'm going to take the same amount. You don't need much either. Like I say, obviously depends kind of what coverage you're going for. It would be great in my eyes on like a really light kind of coverage day. You know those days where you just want a little bit of coverage, you want to have those kind of no makeup but wearing makeup days, then this would be perfect. It feels like when it goes onto the skin, it feels like it's going to be quite matte, but actually it has got a really subtle kind of dewy finish to it. Don't get me wrong, obviously you can still see my blemishes. I think that's the whole point of a skin tint, is that your skin shines through, but it's still covering my skin really well, considering. It's building well as well, so when I'm applying that more product to my face, it's actually not taking the existing product off, and that's always the worry with kind of lighter skin tint products, is that you kind of remove the previous product when applying more. Can you just appreciate that? That was so easy. That was so easy to use. Like, look how flawless my skin looks. I have to tell my sister. I'm going to jump off camera, finish the rest of my makeup and come back to you and see what we're dealing with. I also want to kind of see whether over time it oxidizes, and then we'll see that while I'm doing the rest of my makeup so I can report back. I will see you shortly. I'm literally shook. Like, I'm literally shook. Look at this picture. Sorry, look at this picture I've just sent my sister with no foundation on, with just the skin tint, no filter on that. I mean, you can see it now, can't you? Right, I am here. I know, right, I know Hot Girl Summer refers to being single, free and thriving, but I feel like I'm ready for Hot Girl Summer minus being single. I'm free and I'm thriving. Oh my, I'm actually so taken aback. Like, I'm actually, obviously I've done for like quite a dramatic blush and dramatic lip, but I'm so taken aback. I feel like this stuff has just changed my game. Like, I've barely had to put any concealer on as well to cover all my blemishes around my mouth. Look at the finish of my face. Like, look how, I can't get over how good my skin looks. And it's not at the moment. It's just one big lie. This is not a drill. This, guys, okay, yes, £25 expensive, but like genuinely, I know I'm a passionate person, but I can't get over the finish. Like, it looks like I've got a foundation on, but I've got a skin tint on. My skin feels amazing. It feels so soft. I've got such a beautiful natural glow to my skin, and obviously got a lot of highlighter on, but oh my gosh, wow, it's leveled up. My sister texts back saying Rihanna's a witch. Yes, I agree, Rihanna, you're a witch. How did you achieve? Well done, Rihanna. And as well, it's stayed really, really true to its shade. Like, it hasn't oxidized in any way. I'm loving this shade. I think it's perfect for me. If you're pale and you've got neutral undertones, then go for shade 2, just like I have. Unless you're whiter than me, then go for number 1. But this is just beautiful, and I would genuinely spend that again. And I will tell you now, it's worth spending your money on. That's going to go ahead and conclude the video when I've got all passionate at the end. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It's a complete yes for me, and I hope you like it, guys. I hope you like the video. I hope it helps you. And yeah, please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it and you want to see more reviews. And yeah, go get Rihanna skin tint. Go get it. Go get Fenty Blur skin tint, and you're going to be a blurred hun for summer, let me tell you. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next Wednesday.